1, 2, 3. Oh.
It only needs one person to do it.
Let's get the mood up. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Hi, welcome to Nugget Productions. I'm Eli, I'll be your host for today, and I'm here with... Start from left to right.
Baldur's Gate 3 cast and the train.
And the train.
Yeah, Samantha, they are a Karlach.
Jennifer, they Shadowheart.
I'm Amelia Tylor, I play the narrator.
Tracy, Wiles, I play Jaheira.
Dave Jones, I'm Halsin.
That was the quickest introduction for anything I've ever
I feel like
heard.
everyone had like guns to their heads.
You made us clap. That's what happens.
This is what happens, you go straight on with your ended up awesome. So I guess I want to start with how you guys first discovered Baldur's Gate, I guess.
The franchise or this game?
The franchise and just in a whole.
I'll go quick.
Yeah, go
I can
ahead.
do this one. My first ever boyfriend's brother played Baldur's Gate 2, and that's it. That's how I've heard of Baldur's Gate. Boom. Perfect answer.
Nice. Amazing answer.
I didn't know about it. Sorry, I know everyone will be cross. I did not know about it until I started doing this.
You are
Shame on you.
I'm getting out now.
I'd heard of the first two, but I'd never played them myself, so this game is kind of my proper introduction to Baldur's Gate.
When I saw the poster at Pit Stop where we started recording, that's when
I'd heard of Baldur's Gate, but I just... Yeah, I had no idea that there was going to be a sequel. It's like 20 years ago, so yeah.
Did you guys have any knowledge of D&D going into it, or was it just, here's the thing, go read?
No,
We got hands
yeah,
up to that, yeah.
yeah, Sam and I played. I've played a whole bunch of different tabletop. You played D&D.
It's essentially D&D, yeah, a couple of times in person and online during the lockdown. I mean, I don't think anyone's got like a script to read, if that was the end of the question. A large Excel document, which is the standard in a AAA game these days. And, yeah, lots of guidance from directors. But how was it, like, with say, the different worlds? And obviously there's a pronunciation which is, we all struggle with.
Yeah.
I've got a twitch. I've got trauma twitch.
Yeah.
The
But
pronunciation.
if that's so
Baldur?
new to you, I forgot the round, but that is new. Like, how do you navigate?
Ashy, track ash.
with a lot of help. Yeah. With luckily the people we work with, there are a lot of like wonderful nerds who knew the world, and we were very much guided through it. But I'm glad that I didn't know too much about it, because it then just meant I was playing a character and not worrying about the legacy of it all.
Oh, yeah.
I still struggle with ball spawn. I still can't which it is.
It is Bal, isn't it?
Bal, I think.
I worried for age. I get paranoid I'm saying Baldur's Gate wrong.
Well, yes.
Oh yeah, people say Baldur's Gate, and I was like,
Baldur's Gate, yes.
or Asterion.
At least you can do your names all right. Like, when I started, I was like Halsin, and then it's like Halsin, and then like in between, it's like Halsin.
Wait, I thought it was just Halsin.
We all say Halsin.
Halsin. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Other people say Halsin, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
We'll just interview
alright.
ourselves. You do notice that.
All the work here is already done for me. Shout out to yourself. Speaking of characters, did you guys have any say in how your characters were, or was it all given to you and you had some working afterwards? No, definitely for Amelia, just like you're the dungeon master, enjoy yourself.
In fact, I think you had more say than the rest of us did, actually.
Yes, in a way, because all the subtlety and the differences in mine happen depending on which character you're playing and the choices you make. So Jaheira's narration will be very different to Dark Urge's narration, will be different to Halsin's. If you're romancing Halsin, like all the choices affect the read. So we ended up with like 17 different read styles depending on your choices. And for that, it was kind of an exploration together, I guess. Me and whoever I was working with that day.
Was it colour coded, or how did you know which one you were doing?
We look at the line in the spreadsheet and be like, who am I? Who's this one for?
Yeah, same.
I remember how I did this one. That's fine.
Detective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah. Look in the code at the beginning of the scene number.
Did they play you back like for me? Like I think all of us, they said, "Do you want to hear a bit of what you did?" Like, would you have like, here's a bit of what you did with the Starian, or here's a bit of how you do it with him?
Towards the end, yeah. To begin with, we were just winging it. And then it slowly became apparent that this was far too complicated to do that. And occasionally we would have something played back. But by the end, if you tell me to drop into Dark Urge, like, I don't need audio for that.
I just know the character.
Yeah, you become very emotionally versatile, flipping back and forth. And there's one particular scene that I did every single one of the characters. That particular version of that particular scene, like one after another, just like boom, 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 boom. I was exhausted and ravenous by the end of that.
Playing the game, it must have been like, I'm sick of my own voice at this point.
I felt like I was having a breakdown, I'll be honest. Just like, I don't know who I am or what I'm feeling.
Just like the Dark Edge.
Yeah, I'm horny but angry but really, really confused. But eager and happy and bright and sad.
Just take that out of context.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm angry, I'm horny.
That is
It's not in character, though.
She's made angry and
Angry
and
and
sad.
horny.
Yeah,
Not in
she
character,
is.
it's on camera though.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is the most chaotic interview I've ever run.
Yay!
I know it was for that.
I think the train is like the Dark Urge, don't you think? Just roaring past
Yeah.
Were there any times that you guys would be in the booth together and recording together, or was it all
No,
separate?
sadly.
No, not how it worked.
We would only bump into each other. Like I remember a couple of times I'd see you through the glass. I might be doing a VO and you'd be in, and I'd just be like, turn round, turn round.
I got told off once.
Oh, what?
Because
Because
we do. I haven't seen her in 4
we
years.
didn't come out and do this, and then we'd be like, we're back in
Ripped
the room.
apart. It was
Yeah,
very
and,
cinematic.
you directed me once,
Yeah.
and that was amazing. But we never met you till today.
No.
Met you once. Don't really remember it. You remember it. I don't.
I remember it.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
So is Jaheira. I don't remember.
So no, I wish we could have, but it just wasn't the way it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's to now it's just made us all be like, hello.
Yeah.
Because we're
Well,
just
some
like,
of us
like
some
some
of
of
us
us
worked
worked
together,
together
right?
before, and we know
we
each
worked
other.
together over the years
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the majority of people in this cast I met for the first time during our D&D game. And
Yeah.
Sam and I have known each other for ages. We played mother and daughter once, and we've actually recorded in the
In
booth
the same
together.
booth, which is so rare.
So good.
Yeah.
I've known Neil for a while, but I think that's it. Yeah. It's just so nice to have places around and know the people.
Yeah.
Recording again? Yeah, what's up? Just look up. Just recorded it.
None of us need to
Oi!
clap.
Round of applause.
That's like clapping us. Yay.
We don't know.
Yeah, we just like it.
Somebody started.
That's an absolute chaos here. You guys also do, like, I've seen all you guys do a lot of roles in other fantasy games. Would you like to bring them into Baldur's Gate? Like, I know that you've done a lot of work in Elden Ring, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Lieutenant belongs in the world of Elden Ring so fiercely. And I feel like the styles of those games are really different. So I don't know if it would work. I feel like she'd just be like this sad, wispy creature. So I think sometimes it's nice to have those separate games. Like the universes are so different, and I think that's why I enjoy doing both, because I'm like, oh, this isn't just a repetition. So I'm quite glad that they're separate. Keep it there in there.
Were you guys drawn to the fantasy setting of Baldur's Gate, or was it just something that came across?
I mean, any setting where you can have this much fun and have this much freedom, I think it's incredible. Right?
I love this.
And yeah, I
universe.
think because it's D&D, you have that sense of humour running through it. You just can't be too po-faced to be taken out by a natural one at any time. So it's a very humbling sort of experience. And you all have
That's
to lean
such a
into that.
great rule for life.
Yeah.
You can roll a nat one at any point, live as if today was your last.
Yeah.
I love that.
Very healthy perspective on life, I think.
I think we'll just stray away from Baldur's Gate a bit and go from right to left. What's everyone's favourite roles just they've ever done been?
Oh, also easy. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, I've not done that many, but so yeah.
Back to Baldur's Gate.
Very easy.
Oh, Jaheira, yeah, definitely.
Go on.
I started this straying away from Baldur's Gate. And then back to
I
Baldur's.
mean, spoilers, but I think it might just be.
I think it just genuinely might be. Shit.
Yeah.
I can't pick, genuinely, because like when I'm recording for a role, that's my baby. That's what
Yeah.
I love in that
Yeah.
moment. So like I adore Malady in Divinity Original Sin 2 or Nyrissa in Pathfinder Kingmaker or Wendelak. Like I can't pick. All I will say is that between this role and Hecate and Hades 2, I feel like in the next 12 months, people will have seen 2 roles that I feel like I was born to play.
Love
That I feel like
that.
I found
Yes.
my home.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Shadowheart. But again, I think it like every part I played, like even as a kid playing like in the local pantomime, I feel has like influence. I don't want to sound too wanky, but
Every
like
moment has led to
like-
this moment.
because
Yeah.
you can't play a character and not be influenced by them unless you're really faking it and fine. But like I try not to, and I just like because your brain doesn't differentiate from imagination to reality. Like you imagine yourself in a particular world, and it kind of believes it after a while. So I feel like every role has kind of influenced me and made me who I am now, for good or ill.
That's a great answer. Yeah. I'm boring bastard, I was going to say Karlach, but that's actually because, to pick up on yours, it felt very much like coming home myself, but physically, because I'm non-binary and I'm not Faerun. I know there's Drow, but Faerun does not have gender roles. Someone will go, but the Drow, they're a matriarchal society, but the rest, there isn't really. So
Inclusivity is important, I have to agree.
I really got to chill the fuck out and just enjoy being 7 foot, not giving a shit about anything, and people actually being intimidated by my physical presence. So it was actually a very liberating experience for me, just physically, and to work with movement directors who, you know, I was out on my deck for mocap, but then I worked with a movement director who trained in theatre, and then we've got that vocabulary. So this was the most enriched kind of role that I've played.
I have an image in my head of you going, my pronouns are they, them, and yours are about to be was, were.
That might be a line in there, by the way. I
really like that.
Yeah, great.
And I'm stealing that.
To finish off, I think I'll just ask a very generic question. If you could go back in time to any point in your career, how far back are you going, and what are you saying to yourselves?
Oh gosh. Well, that's not deep. That's
Oh
That
God.
is deep.
Do we have to say that? I don't want to.
Can we come back?
Yeah.
To that question.
Oh,
No.
let's see what happens
As
when we-
in, like, can we drop in, give the advice?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what you're
come
doing. You're
back to
dropping
now?
in, going, and then you're coming straight back.
Fuck for that. I don't want to do this again. Not this game.
I don't want to have to wait all
But
these
just
years for
like-
Baldur's Gate 3.
It's just been such a process to get myself to here, like mentally and career-wise and everything. Like I'm happy now, so I guess I just go back and be like, stop worrying so much what other people think of you, and just be you, because it will come to a point where that's why people cast you.
Really, essentially, isn't it? I mean, it's yeah. I know I haven't got anything else to say. I just wanted to say I absolutely agree with you on that. It's just I don't think we actively live life full of regrets. In terms of the career, like that's just death, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Lots of people do it and they're dreadfully unhappy.
they're really
so.
unhappy. Or they quit. Super talented people who quit.
Yeah.
Because it just takes time, and like, you know, every role I played, all the years I was waiting to get a big role, led to me being able to play this role in the way I played it. So
That was exactly what I was thinking as
Yeah.
well. It's like, I don't think I'd say anything regarding my career, probably like other facets of my life, but not the career, because I've enjoyed everything that I've done so far, and it's led to this.
Yeah.
So I'd just probably say, do what you're doing, mate.
Do what
Just
you're
like
doing.
crack on, enjoy the process.
I love
Yeah.
I agree.
So just like you'll go back in time to yourself, yeah, I agree, and come back.
That's right.
You're fine.
Oh no, you need to cosplay Jaheira.
I'll put it on my list.
Do you know what? I was just thinking about that, and like, because I've always been that kind of like, oh, I'd like to go back and redo that bit and try harder at that exam or whatever. And I feel like if I did, that would be cheating. And like, I think we've all been through stuff because that's what adults do. We all go through traumatic things and go, oh, I wish I'd done that differently. But I'm kind of really glad that I didn't have me going back in time and telling me to do something differently, because then I wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly, it's a butterfly effect. You're changing one thing will change everything else,
Yeah.
very likely.
Yeah, and even though
be in that
stuff
place
is
for that thing. And
and stuff is difficult and awful, and you go through really bad things, but then you go, well, I'm a rich and compassionate person because of it, or I'm this person because of it, and I'm glad about that.
I
So
think there's been a lot of people playing this game feeling real kinship with a lot of the characters because they are trauma survivors for the most part, and they're working through that and learning how to be the strongest version of themselves. And if we didn't have elements of us that could identify with that or sympathize with that, it wouldn't have felt like a real performance.
yeah, so I'm glad we went through the dreadful shit in order to
We
make
suffer
these,
so other
Yeah.
people can feel seen.
but we can use it. So
High
Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, so we can keep interviewing absolutely awesome people like the Baldur's Gate 3 lot.
I don't know what that face was. Why are we showing our hands?
I'm waving.
I'm
I
not.
just did a double thumbs up.
the clap.
Because we've got
I think
we
voices
should do the
anymore.
clap.
Should we do the chaotic
2,
one?
3. I've been Eli, this has been Nugget Productions, and yeah, thank you guys, honestly. It's been chaotic, neutral.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Yes, let's go and eat something.
Yes.